Oh, g'day. How you all doing, gearheads? Punk here. Welcome back to the Rusty Gears server. We've been busy. Tell you what, I've been doing a lot while I've been off. I've been going down the little path that is booze making. We've been making grog, something chronic. We don't have a lot down here. I've also been smacking out places to put it because we're in the cellar. And I've been pressing all the berries that happened over the summer boom. And I had to make a hole because I needed to get to the other half of where I've been putting all my booze. So I made a little cellar up here. Yeah. So we've got just a little bit of grog, guys. That should keep us warm for winter. There's a wee bit of it. Although there are these nice little bottles from the, the Culinary Artillery mod. Which is just awesome. Because you can bottle it and it ages and gets better. But so far we've only really got wine. I've been making a few ales. We've got amaranth ale and some rye ale. And down the other end here, I'm making another posse to put it all. Because I'm discovering fast that you get a fair bit of it. So we got the rye flour and that turning into ale there. Yeah, and these racks are pretty cool, but they do take up a bit of room. And that led me to my other conundrum, because I've got to make a nice little path through here. I had to build a little room, and I've discovered I've got a lot of brown coal under the base. So I'm going to head away shortly and get some bombs and blow all this coal up, and then I'm going to have to rebuild this whole thing. But we've got a little barrel here. Let's put a bit of water in it. This is pretty easy to do, making the old grog. Get a bucket. Put 50 litres of water in there. And then we got spelt flour. And that'll turn into spelt ale after 14 days. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So otherwise you juice berries and do the same. But wine's not going to cut it, guys. We are going to have to get a bit more serious about this booze making. If we want some real grog, we want some good old top shelf stuff. So I have somewhere the plates, and I've never made a still before, but we're going to make the still, or the little distillery thing. And I think this is the first time I've actually made grog. I think I've made mead a couple of times. But we need, not chickens, you shush chickens. I don't even know where they are. They're not mine. They're wild ones. Had animal explosions again. Where are they? Are they in my base? Oh look, we got chickens in the house. Really? Well, we might capture you and do something about you. But right now, we're making a still, so we can make grog. So, let's have a look here. We need the condenser. So it's 2 plates, silver solder bar. We're going to need a saw. Into the toolbox, out with the saw. I think I've got some of those. Yeah, lead solder ingot. So we saw them. Gives us 5. Soldering iron. I had one of those somewhere. Where'd I put them? Probably downstairs. Yeah, we'll take both of them because I don't know how to use them. And we better look that up again because I've forgotten already. Condenser. Is that what we need to distill liquids? Yes, so we want 2 plates, a soldering iron, and 2 of those. And that gives us the condenser. Yeehaw. So, if we go back, we need, and I can't see, we're looking, the boiler. And that's going to be, and we need some more lead solder. 5 of them. So we're going to have to cut up another one. Alrighty. Well, it's not that expensive. And that. Yeehaw. Alright, well now we have that. And I've got no idea how to use it, but what we're going to do is I'm going to stick this in the back of the mead hall. Or the great hall. It's now a mead hall because we'll be serving mead and other booze bits. I think we're going to need a fire of some sort. We may have to move the table. But I reckon we'll stick this there. And how does that go on? Like that. And I got absolutely no idea how to use this. So we're going to have a fiddle. But first things first, I need to go sort out that cellar bit, because this is probably going to end up down there. Or that's going to be my juicing room. So I'm going to go and find some materials for flooring and some walls to make that more like a cellar and a door. And get rid of all that coal. And then I'll come back and we will hopefully steal something. We'll start stealing something. So I'll see you all in a bit. Alrighty then, one new cellar, bit of lighting, and yeah. So I have got some bits and bobs. I moved the still. We put it back together. Bucket. Yeah, it needs a fire under it. Like that. So we got this going. I've had a tinker. I watched a video or 7. If you want to check out a good video on how to brew the old alcohol, look up Papa Chedder. He does an amazing video. Thanks, Papa Chedder. You're a bloody legend. I'll chuck a link in the description because it was very helpful. So basically what you do... Oh, we need water. Did I bring a bucket of water? I did. So somewhere down here we're going to need an owl, because I don't want to be running water everywhere. Chuck one... Where? I wonder if we can chuck one in the wall. Yeah, that was fun to mine out a lot of that stuff. There's a heap of coal under here, as you can see. But nothing like a few explosives to take care of that. Yeah, I wonder if we can chuck a bit of water in there. We run out of doodads. Alright. Oh, yeah, good on you, punk. Just throw it in the ground. Where's my tools? Well, it's that one. We have a couple more of those, thanks. We'll chuck all that away. If I chuck that there, I'll get rid of that. We want a chisel. Chisel. Yeah, I reckon we can just make a little water source behind here. Means this block's pretty much unusable, but no biggie. So if I throw... Look at that. Beauty. So we fill the old boiler up. Does it fit more than that on it? 20, 30. Oh, hang on. That's not where we do that. No, we want to fill that one up. So we'll take water out of that. That was a bit dumb. Yeah, the booze goes in there. Come on, punk, get it right. Alright, so let's go and grab us 30 litres of some sort of booze from upstairs here. So, what do we got to play with? We've got plenty up here. I've been brewing a lot. Look at all this. So that's all just brewed in the barrels. But now we're going to still it. So let's get us some cranberry wine. We want, what, 30 litres? There we go. 30 litres of cranberry wine. And we're going to turn that into booze. So we'll throw it all in there. And we're going to need a torch or two. That's the only thing I didn't bring with me. Alright, torch. Do I have one lying about? There we do. There we go. Look at that. We're going to need one of those. So we're going to need a torch holder in the room to light these fires. So that gives us 8 hours. And that'll slowly drip off into here. It'll reach temperature. And the bucket will end up with some cranberry brandy, I think. Now, I'm not 100% sure on what turns into what, and how many times you can chuck the brandy back in there and make something else, I think. But, it's a good start for lots of booze making. Love it. And we're going to have to fill this room full of... I've got a fruit press or two hanging about here. Where are they? We can press all our fruit in here. I may even chuck another still in, but the fruit press is the one that you tend to use a fair bit of. And that's going to need a couple of buckets. Like that. And then we just press a bit of fruit. Now, I've got a bit of fruit hanging about in here. So I think what we'll do is we'll do some of that and get it ready. I'm going to need a few more barrels, which I think I got in the box here. Did I make some barrels? I did. Look at that. All over it, punk. That'll do for starters. And I think you all know how to use the fruit press. I like to just do this, because it only takes 32 to hit. And then you just squeeze away. Just like that. And that slowly dribbles in, and you fill up a barrel. And boom shanker, close the lid on the barrel, and let it ferment, and we have red currant wine, which should be awesome. So we're done there, buddy. 9, come on, 10 litres. Any day now. Like that. And that's 10 litres, that makes 20 litres. Look at that, we're cooking with gas here. Unscrew your fruit presses, take the mash out, and feed that to the pigs, or let it turn to rot, whichever you prefer. But it's as easy as that. And already we've got a few dribbles of cranberry brandy in the bucket. And I'm pretty sure you can reload the old fire pit. Hopefully, I don't know if 8 hours is going to cut it, but you've got to have water in this thing. If you don't have water in this thing, it doesn't do its job properly. Yeah, loving it. So we can make lots and lots of booze. Now the thing with making lots and lots of booze is A, we can drink lots and lots of booze, but B, we're going to have to build something a bit better than this if we're going to do this in a larger scale. And 30 litres gives us only 3 litres. So, yeah, you lose a bit. And if you want to drink the good stuff, then you've got to brew lots of the wine to get the good stuff. See, there we go. Look, we'll turn into 40 litres of red currant wine. Boom. So the still uses a fair bit. So I reckon we're going to have to make us a bit of a brewery and do this on a bit of a larger scale. Maybe. Only in the summer, of course, we've got lots of berries. Oh, and now look, we've got a temporal storm approaching. So I'm probably going to sleep through that bugger. Oh, and we've already done this. Yeah, you can't press them a second time, guys, but it will go down. I do this every time. Quite often. Didn't even pick those up. I don't know where they went. I've done that a couple of times. They seem to bugger off. Might be a glitch. Anyway, I'm going to go and feed the mash to me sheep, me goats and that, and I'm going to go and have a nap through this temporal storm, and then I'm going to come and turn all this stuff into wine, and hopefully that'll do the job, and we should end up with 3 litres of cranberry brandy. which isn't a lot, but it's a start. And I think we might look for a posse to build a little brewery slash distillery, rather than just messing up all my cellars down there. Alright, I'll catch you guys after this temporal storm's done its thing and I've had a good nap. Alright, annoying little temporal storm over. This thing's done its due. No more fuel, and we've got 3 litres of cranberry brandy. Right there. So, 1, 2, 3. Look at that. Cranberry brandy. So I'll put that somewhere nice. Right now, we're going to do a bit more juicing. And possibly a little bit more brewing. I'm going to go chuck... Well, whacked out this too, look. While I was waiting for the storm to start, I figured we got our distillery over here. We're going to have to make this our little brewery. For now, at least this is all we really need. And that's the wrong block. That's going to do my head in. We'll take that out. There we go. That's better. Looks a bit better. So, we'll get some barrels in here, because the ales are kind of similar. Let's get us a barrel. Hang on, we'll get a bucket. We'll get another bucket. Yeah, bucket. Water. So we get 50 litres, I think it is. 40, 50 litres. What do I do with it? There we go. Spelt flour. So you gotta make the flour. Chuck that in. That'll make spelt ale. So we will make this the brewery for beers and ales. I don't know, we're going to get stouts and dark ales. I don't know anything about what happens with that, or whether we can distill the ales up for something else. We'll certainly have a try. But I think we'll just sit here and do a bit of juicing and get this sorted, so we got lots of wines to play with. So while that's squishing, we'll go and put our cranberry brandy up in the cellar. Right here. So this is all our wines so far, and I think I've got the ales down this end. Yeah, there we go. I've got a few ales down here. So I'm going to, on the back wall here, look at that. Put our top shelf. And there's our mead. Oh, that's rye ale. Now we've got mead somewhere. I don't know what happens when we still up the mead. So that's the cider. Where's the mead gone? Yeah, well, I've got another lot of honey back in the base, so I might do that up. Right now I'm going to get me 30 litres of cider. And we'll still that up while I'm squishing juice. Yeehaw. Alright, well, I'll see you all guys in a bit when I've come up with a few bottles of Plonk here or something. And then I think what we might do is we might drink a bit and see what the effects are. And go further down and I'll show you my death pit. And hopefully we don't die. We can even do a bit of drunk fighting. Right now, squishing time. Alrighty, well, it's been a hot minute. Punk's been busy. I've been squishing and squeezing and juicing. Basically, till I got knackered. This is a rabbit hole I didn't think I would go down. I didn't realise there was so much to this brewing booze thing. But we've been brewing a lot of booze, and we've been fermenting a lot of wine. I've been picking berries and fruit all over the server. And I've got a wee bit of it now, but it takes a wee bit. We've got the old cranberry brandy, and we've got some blueberry brandy and some apple brandy and various berry brandies. We've got pear brandy and white currant brandy. So we've done all those ones. And then I brewed up some of the ales, and we've got some here I need a bottle. We've got some amaranth ale. What do we got on the go over here? We've got spelt ale going there. Nothing else? No. We'll bottle all those up. But what's really cool is that the mead turned into this stuff. Check it out here. We got aquavitae. So that sounds really good, and we'll drink a bottle of that later. Now, the rye ale turned into rye whiskey, which sounds wonderful. And we've got some sake, which was from the rice ale. So we haven't done any more than that. What have we got in here? We've got some more cranberry brandy to do. And it takes a wee bit. So you get, what, 3 litres of cranberry brandy out of 30 litres of cranberry wine. Where's the cranberry wine? Down the end here. Blueberry cranberry wine. So with the berries, or the wines, 30 litres equals 3 litres of the brandy. Which isn't bad. But when it comes to the ales, 30 litres gives you 1.5. And with the aquavitae, we got a fair bit. So there's a couple of things left to try, and that's if we get, can I put the brandy back in there to create something else? Who knows? But right now we're gonna bottle up this. But before we do that, Gran said she's got a pile of fruit at her place, and we're gonna run over there, and we're gonna take Gran's fruit before it goes to rot. We're gonna leave her a couple of bottles of the good stuff. So what are we going to give her? I reckon she'll be a blueberry brandy, might be a Gran, and an aquavitae. So we're going to run over to Gran's with that and pick it. And we'll have a little Jack Nookie at her place while we're there. So off we go. Alrighty, we're over at Gran's place, and she said it's in the cellar. I'm assuming this one's got a cellar. Yeah, here we go. So in the cellar. Food. Where's your food, Gran? In there. Oh, maybe in here. Oh, down here. Here we go. Look at that. Not peanuts. There we go. Some oranges. Alright, we will take them, Gran. We'll leave you them. You're going to need some fruit. Look at that. Man, even if cellar's fancy. Alright. Thank you, Gran. We shall leave these on the table here. We'll not put 2 on the table. There we go. Thanks, Gran. You're a bloody legend. Alrighty. So, while we're here, let's just have a jack. Oh, look. How long have they got to go? I think we'll pick Gran's oranges while we're here. Alright, now check that out, guys. That is just amazing. One of these days we're going to come over here and we're both going to have a good look at her build. It is absolutely stunning. If you haven't seen Gran's videos, get into them. She needs a great big golden chisel on top of that mountain, because she is a master. Alright, back home for more squeezing and juicing and bottling. Oh yeah, well I've changed it up in here a bit. Guys, I've put a second boiler and condenser in. We're making double the brew. If you're going to do this thing in bulk, you're going to need 2 of them. It's a slow process. We've moved things about. We've got a few things on shelves. I think it's high time we started drinking some Plonk. So, I reckon we're going to get stuck into, what do we got here? Bit of apple brandy. What do you reckon? That sounds great. Or actually, I like the idea of the aquavitae. So we're going to have a look. Go for the top stuff, we better have a feed in your stomach. If you're going to go drinking, guys, have a feed first. So I reckon we should, instead of just drinking Plonk and wandering around the place a bit pickled, we should go down my hole. And I'll show you my kill chamber. It's a long way down, guys. But if we're going to be drinking, we may as well be doing a bit of fighting down here. And let's check out the effects that this stuff gives you in this game. Because I'm pretty sure my aim's going to be off and we probably might die. Don't suggest fighting drifters drunk, but we may as well have a bit of fun. So if we go through the back room here, we have our little prep chamber. Pile of weapons. I've got one of these things down here so I can fly down here in a temple storm from my base. Let's just put that there, and we will get us some more weapons, because this thing down here gets a little rough. Let me show you. So out here I have dug a mighty great hole, and it's full of drifters. Yep, and we're getting smacked straight off the bat. And there's a bell down here. Look at this. She's pretty rough, guys. And this is how Punk sort of sorts out. Oh, there's a couple of bells. This is how I sort out my temple gears. I come down here and I do this. I didn't just want a kill chamber where we just sit here and blad them. I wanted to improve my fighting skills while I was at it. So, pick up a few of these spears, head out the door. Now you tend to be safe in here. Alright, now did I leave any? Well, we didn't have any healing potions down here or stuff like that. Alright, let's try that again, a little bit pickled. Well, we've got a bit of a sway going on. What if we have a second swig? Because this stuff's pretty good. Alright. We've got a bit of a sway going on. Let's get out there and have a bit of fun. Can we hit anyone? Oh yeah. We're not too terrible. We are not hitting every time, but we better have another swig. Here's the fighting drifters, totally pickled. Oh, ow, ow. Well, we got that bell. She's a bit rough down here, guys. Alrighty, I'll catch you guys all on the flip side. Have a good one. Rock on.